Hi everybody, this is Bug-S Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Neca Tmnt 1990 Walmart exclusive Shadow Warriors 2-pack. So before we take a look at Hamato Yoshi, let's take a look at Oroku Saki. So this set comes with a ton of accessories. First up, Oroku comes with a set of fisted hands. Up next he comes with a set of karate hands. Up next he comes with accessory holding hands. Up next he comes with an axe, and we've seen this used before with the foot soldiers. Up next he comes with nunchucks, and all of the accessories for Oroku Saki come with Hamato Yoshi too. These are the only ones that are different. You get a set of the nunchucks with the real chain attached to them, and then the one with the bendy wire. Next he comes with a baton. Up next he comes with a staff. And for his final weapon, he comes with a sword. And I forgot to mention that all of these weapons have been reused from previous packs. The Foot Soldier pack and the regular release Foot Soldiers. I'm definitely glad to have more weapons because I can add these to the weapons rack that came with the Walmart Foot 2-pack. Up next, he comes with his damaged head sculpt from where Splinter scratches him. And this looks really good. The blood is a glossy red and it looks really good. My only complaint is I can't really get Splinter to stay on his face like in some of the promo shots. I don't know if there's exactly a method to it, but I just tilt the head a little bit and get Splinter wedged in between his chin and the shirt right here. So it is kind of soft and rubbery, so you can pull it up just a little bit and get it kind of wedged in there. It's not going to stay if you move the figure around too much, but that's the only way that I've been able to get it to stay so far. And finally, one of the coolest things about this set is you can actually remove the shirt and put on a set of different arms. So I think that's really awesome. That gives you a bunch of different display options for the figures. As you can see, they're both on the same body mold. They come with the same hands, the same arms, the same shirt, everything. So they do share the same body mold, which I do think was smart. But it does give you more display options for each figure. So I think that's really awesome. So taking a look at the head sculpt looks really nice. My only complaint is right here on the left side, there's a little bit of paint missing. You can see right there some of the skin tone is showing through. But other than that, this head sculpt looks really nice. Neca went the extra mile in sculpting. You can see that on his skin he even has a little bit of texturing to it. His whole outfit has some really nice texturing, some really good sculpt detail to it. It also has a wash of silver over top of it, which brings the details out very nicely. You can really see more of that silver wash right here. You can see right here around the joints they didn't get the silver all the way in there, but on the front you get a bunch of silver, and even on the back. There's just a few places, like I said, around the joint right here that doesn't get that silver painted on. So now let's go ahead and go over his articulation. He has a ball-jointed head that can look up just a little bit. He can look down just about all the way. He can move his head side to side, and you get some tilting. He has ball-jointed shoulders that can move all the way out. He has double-jointed elbows that bend in just about all the way and move side to side. He has swivel thrusts that move side to side and up and down. And one thing is, if you move the arms a little too much, you will see a little bit of that skin tone showing through there. He has a ball-jointed diaphragm that can move back very slightly, down just a little bit, and it can move side to side. You can also get some waist movement there, even with the shirt on. It does hinder the articulation just slightly. He has ball-jointed hips that can do a complete split. He can kick forward just about all the way. He can kick back all the way. He has swivel at the thigh. He has double-jointed knees. He has a swivel up in here at the shin that can move side to side. He has a swivel ankle that can move down all the way, up all the way, and an ankle rocker. So now let's take a look at Hamato Yoshi and his accessories. So first up, he comes with the hanging cage and Splinter, and this is such an awesome accessory. And this is done in a wire, a really heavy wire, so it's not going to bend or break. If you put very much force on it, it will, but it would take a lot to do that. I originally thought this was just thin plastic, but nope, it's actually made of wire. So you don't have to worry about it breaking or anything like that. But you can see Splinter in his cage right there doing karate. You can put the other Splinter that you can put on Shredder's face. You can actually put him in this cage too. The bottom drops out of it and you just peg him into it. But I do like this one more just because it's the one doing karate like him. So as I said before, the two figures in this pack use the same body mold. They have the same amount of hands, the same weapons and everything. The only thing that's different on this one is the nunchucks with the real chain there, which it doesn't really belong to either figure. You can swap them back and forth to either figure. So the only difference on this figure, of course, is the head sculpt, and it also looks pretty good as well. But it has a little bit of skin tone showing through right there as well. Oroku had some skin tone showing through here on the side, and Hamato has some showing through right here on the front. It's very subtle, but it is there. As I said, Neca did really good on the texturing on the skin. You can see some different skin tones painted on as well. It has a little bit of a gloss coating on him, making him look sweaty, which looks pretty good. You have the forearm armor, and I think this was used with the foot soldiers, I want to say. I'm pretty sure this is reused from them. And the rest of the figure is exactly the same. The articulation is the same, but I am going to go over the articulation on this one since he doesn't have that rubber shirt on, because it hinders a little bit of the articulation, so I want to go ahead and show that off. This one has a head that can look up all the way. He can look down just a little bit. He can move his head side to side. He has ball-jointed shoulders that can move out all the way. He has double-jointed elbows that can bend in farther than the ones with sculpted clothes. He has swivel wrists that can move side to side and up and down. He has a ball-jointed diaphragm that can move back just a little bit. He can crunch forward all the way. That's what Oroku couldn't do. He can move side to side. And then the waist, it's a ball-jointed waist. I don't know if I said that on Oroku, but it's ball-jointed, so you can get those moving together to crunch forward all the way. And back just a little bit, side to side, and he can move all the way around. So now let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here they are next to Shredder, and Oroku is Shredder. This Oroku is just Shredder before he was actually Shredder, and they're actually the same height. With the helmet on, he's just a little bit taller, but they did keep the height consistent, which is really good. I don't know if you can switch the head sculpt out. I figure you'd be able to. You'd just have to boil the head and pop it off, because as is, you can't remove the head. If you do, you might break it, but I figure if you are able to pop it off, you could probably swap the head sculpts back and forth with them. Here they are next to Splinter, and finally here they are next to Danny. They never actually meet Danny, but Danny is in the scene where Splinter is telling him his backstory. So overall, I would highly recommend picking up this set because it is really awesome. You get a ton of accessories and different arms and shirts, so that gives you more display options. I really like that Neca included all of the stuff with this set. It is really awesome. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.